guys, welcome to my channel. Today my best friend Ashay and I will be discussing the secret to maintaining a friendship. Okay, so let's get started. We have 12 years of friendship.
And counting.
Yes, exactly. And we're going to discuss like how we've maintained this friendship for these past 12 years. So the top 3 rules for any relationship, whether it's a best friendship or a relationship with a boy or girl or a marriage or whatever else you want to call it.
Number 1, trust. You have to trust your best friend with pretty much anything, any information you tell them. You should know that they're not going to tell anybody. It's like an unsaid rule. I don't ever have to tell her, you know, don't repeat this, don't say such and such, because it's like I already know that whatever I tell her is confidential.
It's like an invisible, what is those things called? A confidentiality contract?
She's a cornball.
It's like one of those. Okay, so number 2 is loyalty. We're loyal to each other since day one. I don't have to worry about her liking anybody I like. I don't have to worry about like where our friendship resides, like if she's hanging out with somebody else or something like that. Like I know where I stand. Like I'm confident in where I am in our relationship in order to not be jealous whether she's hanging out with somebody else or whatever it may be. Like, y'all catch my drift? I hope so.
And number 3 is communication. You always
do a lot of this.
You have to find new ways and, you know, keep it spicy. Just like any relationship, you have to just make sure that you always communicate, whether that's on the phone, text messaging, you know, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You just have to always make sure that you communicate, just so you know that other person knows that you're still there, you're being thought of, you know. You don't let, when it's somebody who you are really friends with, you don't let too much time go by without, you know, checking on them.
Yep. And I want to touch on how, like, I went away for college for 4 years and stayed an extra year to work in DC. So during that time we made sure that we kept consistent contact with each other so that our relationship wouldn't fade away, and we made sure like it was a priority for both of us. Like whether I didn't hit her up, she hit me up. If she didn't hit me up, I hit her up. We're constantly literally on the phone every single day. And whether it could be us talking about nothing, honestly. She'll be at work and I'll be on the phone with her and she'll tell me about how somebody pissed her off at work or whatever it may be, and I'll tell her about something, I don't know. But even if I saw an aunt that day, like I would tell her. Like I tell her literally every and anything. Like, so communication is a number 1 top priority when it comes to any friendship, most definitely. Another thing that helped us was just to keep it real.
Like, it's okay to argue about the little things.
Nothing.
I feel like arguing is like somewhat healthy to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy because even when she was away, like the smallest things still got on my nerves. Like even
it's like
through the phone,
it's like we weren't 3,000 miles away.
Like even through the phone, it was so annoying. So you gotta most definitely keep it real and just be able to tell each other what they don't want to hear. Because if I know I don't want to hear what I want to hear, then I know if I ask her, that's the answer she's going to give me.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So, like, hypothetically speaking, if I didn't like her outfit that day, I'm not going to be like, oh girl, your outfit ugly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be like, oh, I think that you should try on a different top. Like, see how that looks with that or whatever. It's not about the message, it's about how you say it. So yeah,
so never be afraid to, you know, keep it 100 and always be able to be you. If you can be you around the person, that helps your friendship be stronger, because you don't have to hide, you don't have to pretend or be someone you're not, and you don't have to worry about the other person hiding or pretending to be someone they're not. So it's just, when everything is just genuine, there's nothing to be misunderstood. That's
good.
Yeah.
And I would say too, like I'm a complete weirdo and she accepts me for who I am. So that's
I'm kind of weird too.
A good thing to a certain extent.
And you always just have to make sure you set aside time for one another, because at the end of the day, no relationship is gonna work if you're never,
if you're always too busy.
Yeah, you have to have that. You have to be willing to, you know, sacrifice and just make time for one another. Just like I made time to be here to be with her to make her video when I live in the Valley, and I could have just been like, oh no, I'm not gonna come to LA, but
yeah,
instead, you know, I came out here to be a part of her video, because that's what you do when you're a good friend. You take L's sometimes and you support each other.
And sometimes you take L's and drive to the Valley too.
Exactly. But most importantly, you have to be able to have fun. Like if it's somebody who you can't have fun with, then it's not going to work, because nobody wants a boring friend. Don't be that friend that's disengaged. You don't want someone who you feel like they're just there because they just want to be nosy or know your business. You want to have friends that, you know, you genuinely like to hang out with and you vibe off of one another's feelings. Like I'm really like into, you know, your chakras, and everything should be aligned, and just people's energy, and you want to be able to feed off of one another's energy. And I think that that's what's helped us maintain such a long-term friendship thus far, is just having our energy and vibing off of one another and just going with the flow and taking it for what it is. Even though like if you hang out with us, you'll be like, dang, they argue like sisters.
Like it's ridiculous. If y'all hang out, like if anyone who knows us and has hang around us, like it's ridiculous how much we argue and how intense it is, and literally 5 minutes later, like it never happened.
You're over it.
It's because I'm a Scorpio and she's a Virgo, and we'll just both go head to head. Like y'all don't ever want to see us in an argument, because y'all would think that we would probably kill each other, which we probably would if anything, but
But yeah, so thank you for having me on your YouTube channel. This was our segment on how to maintain our friendship.
Tune in
so much. Stay tuned. Good things coming soon.
See you guys on the next video.